Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Salty Bulldog Fan TV. Matthew Donald and Nick Galea here at the MCG. Well, the Western Bulldogs have defeated Richmond by 5 points in an absolute thriller in a rain-soaked Melbourne cricket ground. Nick, I didn't get to stay to the final zone because I had to set up all of this, but hard-stopping final few moments?
Pretty much a traditional win, I reckon, from the boys there. As always, there is a heart attack involved, or two or three, but it's a very, very pleasing win, I reckon. Well said. Well said. But it's just impressive to probably see from our boys on how they were able to, look, admittedly we want to see them slow down the momentum, but it was probably more how they were able to wrestle it back was probably more impressive, I reckon. So we'll see how that goes. But yep, take it 2-2 now and see how the season rolls.
I have to say the key forward stood out for me. Aaron Norton with 3 goals. Jamari Ugle-Hagan didn't kick any, but I thought he was really good. And Rory Lobb contributed as well, and particularly given the conditions, that's really impressive, I think.
I was a bit unsure about him at the start of the match. I thought, considering there was meant to be raining a fair bit, that there might have been a tendency to maybe not play him during the match itself, isn't it? You know, bringing an extra small, but 3 tools up forward, 3 tools down back, vindicated. Well done.
No photo bombing obnoxious Saints fans this week because we actually got a win. So let's try and catch up with a few Dogs fans to get their thoughts on the match. Yeah. So we got Dan, a regular contributor of the Salty Bulldogs, certainly on our Twitter pages. We could take 2 because we tried with the Saints game, didn't quite work. Dan, how good is it to get a win?
Oh, it's great. It's great to have a win, especially against the Tigers at the G. We don't do that often, so it's I've almost lost my voice. I was right behind the cheer squad, so but no, it was great to see, and also great to see the fights back in the Dogs. We saw it last week as well, but good to see a bit of consistent bite. We found that DNA again. So, yeah.
What stood out most for you in terms of the win? Was it the fact that we're able to stop Richmond's momentum eventually? Was it the key forwards? What was it for you?
I think it was that desire. So just they looked like they were playing for each other again and knuckling down and getting the job done, and then when we started that run on us in the second, actually having that mental ability suddenly to actually turn that around, which we've not seen for quite some time. So that's really encouraging to see.
So we're joined now by another Matt. We got 2 Matts and 1 Nick in this. Matt, what did you think about that game? Pretty happy?
Pretty happy in the end, but I was nervous at halftime. Very nervous.
Bleep alert. So we're joined now by Indiana, who wants to have a bit of a chat about their game. Indiana, what are your thoughts on the game? Just coming out of the ground.
I'm pretty happy with it, actually. It was a bit of a rough last half. That's my mum in the background. Bit of a rough last half, but we came in strong in the last quarter and stopped the last 50, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Who do you think was best on ground?
Oh, I'd have to say maybe the Bont. He did
him being the 3-vote getter, aren't we now?
He did very well, and also Caleb as well. Caleb, with the little helmet. I know him very, very well, actually, so he's very nice, yes. Yeah.
As a person or as a footballer, or both?
Both, yeah.
Daniel says that our brother's 18.
Oh,
My son's 18. We love Caleb.
Well, what about during the second term? What do you reckon, or more so in the third quarter, sorry, Dan, what do you reckon were the changes that were probably implemented after half-time to arrest that particular momentum that the Tigers had against us then? What was it, 8 goals or so in that second quarter? And then they kicked 3 or so, or 4 possibly in the remaining 2.
8 in the second term, 7 in a row in the second term, though.
Yeah. I think we just really tightened up at stoppage, so we stopped letting them get that easy ball out the back and basically let them have nothing easy going forward. And even in the back line, tightened up a little bit, and so even when those balls came in, Jonesy and Bruce just actually forcing those contests. I saw a lot more contest from Rory Lobb than we've seen so far this season. I swore it was a different Lobb, but it's the ankle surgery. The ankle surgery. That was the answer. Yeah, us doubters are looking really silly now, aren't we?
Who gets the 3 votes?
The Bont. Close one by Libba, Timmy, the midfield brigade really. They won us the game in the end.
How far away was Ed Richards from the votes?
Oh, he was pretty close.
89 to 84?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Well, we're a podcast, so you're not generally accustomed to seeing the faces of people. But you are going to recognise this guy's voice. He was on a couple of weeks ago. He was on a couple of years ago. Brad's jumped on. He's got his thoughts. Brad, where's the blood pressure levels at? Where's the heart rate at? Is it at a normal level now, or is it still slowly coming down?
It's actually pretty calm compared to you boys.
I think the dopamine not too bad at the moment. The dopamine's going off.
I think it's more of just the fact that we're so used to having heart attacks in games. We haven't had it in quite a while, to be fair, but
Bulldogs
it's better than Richmond, buddy.
Again, 89 to 84, fella. 89-84. Sorry, I can't.
At the moment now,
Sorry, I can't hear you over the 5-point margin, my friend.
What do you probably make of it now, considering the first month that we've had? Melbourne, St Kilda, Brisbane, and Richmond. Do you expect us to be at 2-2? Just maybe not the calibre of the wins, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, optimistically at the start of the season, I probably would have hoped for 3-1, but I'll take 2-2. The first 2 losses were ugly, but we've evened the board now, and we can get the ball rolling.
I think especially given the 0-2, not just the 0-2, but the manner in which we got to 0-2.
Absolutely destroyed, and I've been a Bevo believer for years, and I was even starting to go, I don't know, it's a bit touch and go now, but they've started winning, and you can't be calling for his head anymore. But there's still times when, the 7-goal run, and it's like, they've done 80% of their preseason trying to fix this, and it's still happening. It's like, come on. How much of that can you put on him versus the players not putting in effort? I don't know.
That's our favourite percentage on the Salty Bulldog, 80%. we quoted quite a lot. Now, I have to apologise in advance as well, Indiana, because I'm going to invite your mother to join us. Of course, she's. Well, no, massive Bulldogs fans are what make this fan TV. What is has your mother got a name? I'm sure she does.
Yeah, Christy.
Chris. Crackers, Christy Crackers. So Crackers, how nerve-wracking was that?
It was very nerve-wracking, but I knew we were going to win. I could feel it in my bones from the start.
At what point did it feel safe?
Probably the 9-hour drive here that it took to get here. I knew they'd win, so it felt safe the whole game.
You'd hope so after a 9-hour drive. I tell you, if they got another goal in the last 30 seconds, it would have been a long 9-hour drive back. I've long been of the belief that Robbie McComb is one of the premier players in the competition. I think he lived up to that in the last quarter with that goal. Would you? Oh, Mitch Hannon is off my never again list. That's officially he's back in the mix now. I'm happy with that. It's Caleb, your favourite player?
Bont is.
The Bontempelli, yeah.
But Bontempelli's everyone's favourite player.
Obviously, Caleb has a special place in my heart because I know him. Yeah. But I would love to meet the Bont, and I swear, if I ever met the Bont, I would. I don't want to say it.
JJ's game actually there, so I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts on that.
Just happy he's doing his old running off hard back gig again, mate. We've missed it for so long. But that being said, he was a bit out of form. To be fair, they moved him forward. Experimented him there for a bit, didn't work out all too well. But yeah, I'm happy he's found form again.
Playing players in their natural position, Nick. It's like it's rocket science, isn't it? All right, Brad. I've been asking a few people who gets the 3 votes.
Well, I was saying this here, boys, during the game. So I got 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to go Ed Richards 3 votes.
Press red for Ed.
Timmy English gets 2, and Bailey Dale gets the 1.
Go the Dogs! We hear the message loud and clear, and we'll let Indiana finish off that ice cream as well. That's going to melt. A bit like Richmond supporters, I'm sure, on Big Footy in about 5 minutes from now.
Flag Dogs is back.
Oh, we're ready for Port next week, boys. Road trip.
we are. This is very true. So next week we will be going to Adelaide Oval for Gather Round. We're going to be seeing a catalogue of matches. We've even got time to see the Dogs play Port Adelaide over there. The 3 of us will be going. We'll be looking to do Salty Bulldog Fan TV at the ground as well post match. So if you are going to Adelaide, be sure to join us there post game. Hopefully celebrating a win. It's nice doing this after a win. We broke the duck at round 4, boys. I'm pretty happy with that fact. But if you are going to Adelaide Oval, Salty Bulldog Fan TV post match after the Dogs Port game. Stay tuned to our social media channels for further updates on that front. But that's all from us here at the MCG. It was the Western Bulldogs by 5 points. It was the first time Salty Bulldog Fan TV has taken place after a win. So Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook are our social media channels. They'll all be just there somewhere, just on the bottom of your screen now. So be sure to check that out. But that's it from us at the MCG. Until next week, Dog fans, take care.
At the Dogs.